Hello, everybody. Welcome to Funnel Factor. Let me make sure music's not going to keep playing. Okay, we're good. Welcome to Funnel Factor. This is the last day of Alison Prince week. Let me know if you're here. I see that some of you are watching. Let me know hashtag live in the comments or just say hello if you don't like the whole hashtag live thing. I understand. Hashtag replay if you're here watching the replay. And I put in the comments, I'm going to switch it up a little bit today. I think that we can get a lot more value out of today if I make a little bit of change to our usual format. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to stick to our 10 minutes. So I will get the timer on and we are going to talk more about today the purpose of why we are breaking down these pages. Why are we looking at the things that we are looking at? And ultimately, if you've been watching the show, you've heard me say, like, we're trying to learn from their strategies. We want to know how they're getting more leads, more sales in their funnels. But ultimately, what it comes down to is how are they able to build a connection, build a relationship from from the first interaction with people. So it could be from ads, it could be organic, but they ultimately land on this page. And how do you get them to connect with your message in a way that gets them to take the next step? So without us knowing what Alison is using to get people here, we're going to just kind of dive in to what is she doing on this page that is building that connection, building that relationship, moving people to take that next step. So if you are with me, let me know in the comments that you're with me. And we're going to kind of just forgo our normal diving into the text, because I think we've done that enough that if you go into the Funnel Factor Vault, you go watch the other episodes from Fridays, you will understand what to do for formatting text. So we're going to kind of switch up the show and we're going to deep dive into how is Alison building a relationship with people on this landing page. So first things first, we're going to do a little bit of a mix of design and copy today. So we are connecting with Alison. How are we connecting with Alison? Well, we have a picture of her. We're connecting with her actually, visually. We have her eyes. But also, this is something I mentioned earlier in the week too, is that she's got this little quiz and she is showing I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you. So let me know where you're at, and then I'm going to come and meet you where you're at. That alone right there is helping people to feel like, oh, this person actually cares. They have my best interest at heart when it comes to my business. The other thing that she does on here, and we might skip around a little bit today, just walking through some of these ideas out loud with you. The other thing she does is she tells her story. So we dove into this a bit on Tuesday as well, but that is the most powerful way someone can connect through copy, through a landing page, right? Stories. Alison is telling here why she is the one to be listening to, why she is credible, why we should be trusting her on this particular subject. And ultimately, it comes down to this one line, right? I think it's this one is what I'm thinking of. I still do the same thing today because it works. So in that one line, she is saying, I have done this and I still do it because it works. Because there's a lot, and there's nothing wrong with this, but there are a lot of people out there that they do something and then they go and they start teaching people how to do that thing, but then they aren't even doing it anymore. Some situations that's understandable, because if you have gone above that level and you've had to adjust your business, right? Systems of businesses look different depending on where they're at. But in this particular situation, she's saying I still do this. I still do what I am going to be telling you to do. So that is a way that she's building this trust and credibility with the people that are buying. Now, one of the points that I've not made before on this show that I'm going to start being loud about is that when we start off bringing people into our world correctly from the beginning, we do things to build a relationship and build a connection and get them to actually connect to not just us, but to the result that they're trying to achieve. If we get them to actually believe in it and believe that by joining this program or watching this webinar or whatever it is the next step is going to be, that is the only way that they are going to be able to achieve what they want to achieve, that is how we build fans and not just people that opt in and then never look at the thing, or opt in and never buy the thing, or buy the thing and never complete the thing, or buy the thing and never buy anything else, right? Like that's not the people we want. We don't want people coming and just sampling what we have and then never coming back, or sampling what we have and never actually getting the result. If you are someone that identifies with that, if you're all about like getting your people to actually get through your offers, through your programs, through your courses, and you're not caring so much about how many you get to buy it, but actually focus more on how many people complete it, how many people complete it and get an amazing result and want to keep working with me. Those are the results that we care about. And it all starts with building the relationship on the front end, building that connection on the front end. And that starts here on this page for Alison, it probably starts in ads. I think she's running ads to this page. If not, or if she's doing organically, then it starts with the connections she's building like on social media. But they ultimately come here for the next step. And this is just an extension of how we're building that connection with people. So if they're not feeling connected to Alison and they're not feeling connected to like, I can do this, right? Here's another powerful statement she makes. If I can do this, you can do this too. If they're not feeling that, they may be curious enough to opt in, but they're not going to be sold on it enough to buy her program. And yes, the training does even more of this. The training that they're opting into is all geared toward helping them to buy into the idea that they can do what Alison has done and that they feel this connection. So a lot of people that are running funnels and selling their offers, they're doing a piece of that. They're getting the person to believe that they can achieve the result, but they're not getting the person to buy into the world, the community, the tribe that you are building, that they are building. And I think Alison as a person, as a business owner, has created this place for people to come into and believe that they can achieve what she's telling them they can achieve. So yes, I can teach you how to do this, but also like you belong to my community now. And that is what causes repeat buyers. And that is ultimately how you have a successful business. You don't have to constantly be finding new leads. You don't have to constantly be spending money on ads to get more customers, right? If you can get people to come into your world, come into your community, and stay in your community, retention and repeat buying, that is so much easier, so much easier. So that is ultimately what we are doing here on this show, is figuring out how do we build that trust? How do we build that credibility in us that they stick around, that they are believing and buying into what we are doing and not just the result that they're trying to quickly get to. That is not what we normally talk about on Fridays, but apparently you guys are interested in it because I have more people watching today than any other day of the week, which is awesome to see. If you guys want to have me dive more into how we create our funnels and our programs in a way that is not just getting sales, not just getting leads, but actually getting fans, repeat buyers, I want to hear you in the comments. Let me know. Let's put #fans in the comments if that's something you want me to be talking more about. I think that is so needed. I think that is the direction of this show. And we're going to be talking about how we can build that trust to achieve that result of having repeat buyers, not just the vanity metrics of, oh, I got 100 leads today. Like, doesn't mean anything until you turn them into buyers. And then even more so when you turn them into repeat buyers. Okay, I'm going to get off my high horse. We're going to end and wrap up this show. Charlene, thanks for watching, tuning in live. And tomorrow, or not tomorrow, today's Friday, so have a happy weekend. Next week, we're going to be back doing the same breaking down of landing pages, but we're going to put a whole new spin on it. If you liked today's episode, you're going to love the episodes I have coming up with you in the future, because we're going to be diving deeper than what we have been doing on this show. We've got the surface level stuff out of the way. Now we're going to go deeper. What are we actually trying to do here? If you're up for that, let me know. Fans, yes, thanks, Charlene. Awesome. Okay, with that, I'm going to say have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday. Bye-bye. Oh, Charlene, yes, it's so much easier to sell to people who already know you. Yes, it is. And yeah. All right, we're going to leave it at that. See you later.